Good morning, everybody. It's time for Morning Manna. What a wonderful morning it is. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. It's Thirsty Thursday, and I certainly hope that you are thirsty for the word on this morning. What a wonderful morning it is. And you already know what I'm going to share with you on this morning because we are in the whole flow of Lent. We're in the whole flow of Lent. We're in the second week, if you will, of Lent. And I hope that you've gone on our website and gotten the Lent devotional. Get the Lent devotional. And if you can't get it on the website, then just make sure you put your email address in the chat area and we will shoot it out to you. Adding value to you, just want you to know that we're all in this together and we want to build the kingdom. And that's what Morning Manna does. If it's your first, second, or third time joining us, this is what we do here. We have Morning Manna, and I'm going to share the text, the talk, and the takeaway. I need you to put the revelation that you get in the chat area, then share the manna. Even do it right now. Start right now and do it right now. Got a word for you, and here is the word on this morning. We're going to look at Lent and one of the ways that what it means in application to our lives. I already told you in the journal about the 40 days. Already told you about how it really drives us to appreciate what the cross and the resurrection is about. The cross isn't about pastel colors on Easter Sunday, it's about our repentance and our salvation. Here is the text. The text is Matthew 4 and 1. It's one of the core scriptures that help us understand what Lent is when the early church grabbed it and moved it forward. We're looking at here is Jesus says, Then Jesus was led by the Spirit into the desert to be tempted by the devil 40 days. 40 days. 40 days. Right after the baptism, he is led by the Spirit into the desert to be tempted 40 days. Lent has to do with us in 40 days moving toward the cross and understanding the depth of our salvation. I'm going to use the acronym of Lent to help us even more. Lent. The L is lean into and learn. Matthew 11:28 through 30 said, Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Jesus had been teaching, had been talking, and he says, The weight of the law, how the Pharisees and the Sadducees have presented it to you, is weighing you down. But if you learn of me, lean into me and learn of me, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Didn't say he didn't have a yoke, didn't say he didn't have a burden. He just said it's lighter than those guys over there. And with me, I'm in the yoke. As you know, a yoke is like a harness, if you will, on the shoulders of a beast, principally in the biblical times on an ox. And the equalness of it causes both to move together. Jesus says, I'm going to yoke in with you and we can move together. Lean and learn about me. That's the L of Lent. E has to do with evaluate who you are through self-evaluation. 1 Corinthians 11:28 says this, examine yourself. Paul is talking to the church, the early church. They were 3 years old in the Mesopotamian area of Corinth. And he says to them, look, y'all are going through some things. You might want to examine yourself so that God don't have to examine you. Because if God has to examine you, he said, that's why some of you are asleep and some of you are sick among you because you come to the table and you haven't examined yourself. So Lent has to do with examining yourself through self-examination. The N in Lent has to do with deny yourself. Matthew 16:24 has to says that you must, if you're going to follow him, you got to learn how to deny yourself. Yourself can't have everything. Just understand that you can't get your way all the time when it comes to Jesus and following him. How many of you know if you let loose on yourself and don't put yourself in check, deny yourself, my God, what would you do? What would you say and where would you go? and having no business doing it, saying it, or going there. Deny yourself. Deny yourself. The T has to do with, it's not just a matter of denying yourself. It's not just a matter of saying no. It's a matter of saying yes. And the T has to do is take more of God in you. First John 4:4 has it very clear. He says that greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. So when I deny myself, when I say no to myself, I say yes to God. I have more of God. I bring more of God on the inside, which makes me greater, more than, less than when I am in myself. Because when I say yes to him, First John 4:4 says it better. Greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. Ephesians 3:20 says it even more. He says he will do exceedingly abundantly more than you could ever ask or think by what? The power that is in you, the fact that he's in you. So deny yourself. Take more of God, evaluate yourself, and lean in and learn. That's what Lent is about. What's the takeaway this morning? The takeaway is, if you're going to go deeper, as we are saying at New Life, if you're going to go deeper this year, then let's practice Lent. Hey, the Lord be with you today. His face shine upon you, give you peace. Share the benefit. Bless you. Bless somebody else. Don't keep it to yourself. Bye now.